ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check your mind.
And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
Ready? Ready? Catch the Eagles! Catch the Eagles!
Caught quick right side. And give him close to 7 before the defense can drive him out. Well, last week he was one of the many guys held in check in that loss, right, Brock? But there's an early catch towards a hopefully better overall effort in this one.
Ultimate team sport. It's never about any individual, but it's about the whole group. A lot of people got to step up this week, and it's a good way to start.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he's gotten the 1st down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. And that's going to be a Browns 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Green looking to pass on 2nd. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. He hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. This one's caught, and he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's just kind of the type of play. Why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows. You got to get the job done with people all around you.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Cowboy 80.
Judkins to the pylon, and he will get there. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshawn Judkins finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. Point after, tapped on by Schmidt. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Buccaneers, nothing.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting at the 10. Making some progress here. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Baker out of the pistol. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And the Browns pick it up. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
As a quarterback, you're really trying as best you can.
While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Third and short, Mayfield. Cope with the catch. Down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Or that tackle to Michael Hall. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Right back to Irving now. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
Put up a performance like he did on the ground a week ago. You grab the attention right away of your opponent. You know they had watched those runs from a week ago. They were dialed in on him. Still couldn't slow him down.
3rd down, give to Irving. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. And we'll set up the Bucs' first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Play action. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Brought in along the sideline. No gain on the play, but an impressive catch all the same. And that is the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
They go with Hunt on the run. They'll cobble together a yard there. With Mason Graham engulfing that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now hit, Mayfield loses the ball, and the Browns pick it up. Reaches the 40, into the red zone. And this return will reach the end zone for a Cleveland touchdown. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they now lead by 14 points.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Showing a little... He lost the football. And the ball skips out of bounds. Lucky for them, no lost fumble there on the kick return.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. There's the hit. Second forcing out of play with a gain of about 12. And that is good for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Second down, here's Baker. And he'll give himself up to end the run. That's going to move to 6. Gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Hunt trying things up the gut. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing on second, Mayfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Here's Baker. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's 3rd down?
Is water wet?
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You want to talk about one position that really has morphed over the years? When you think of old school middle linebackers, the big physical guys that just stuffed holes, not anymore. These guys can run just about as well as anybody on the field. He showed it off creating that negative play.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Drive starts with Judkins. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Cleveland.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Need to throw. Sends this to the end zone. Has a man, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. KC Concepcion with his first NFL touchdown. Well, we all know there is always a lot more pressure on teams who begin the year 0-1 instead of 1-0. And these guys embracing it in this first half as their lead grows by 6 more.
Oh, come on now, Kay. You know what pressure does. What's pressure do?
Makes us diamonds.
It busts pipes or makes diamonds, and right now they are shining.
The Browns have it on the teeth, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. They give here to Hunt, running right. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
He held on to that for one reason and one reason alone, because he's got some kind of powerful grip strength. That was incredible to take that shot and still possess the ball.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Mayfield set to pass. Escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit in that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. Sends this to Otten along the sideline. It looks like he got around 8 yards before he headed out of bounds, Brock. 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now here's Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that is good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mayfield will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And out of bounds he goes, so give him about half of what they needed. That's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Working on second down. Baker. On the move, headed right. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here's Baker to throw. Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here, and they drop him at the 40. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So here he is, getting his second field goal look at the half. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And this stays a 15-point game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Motion a receiver left. Now Green. He put everything he's got behind it. He's got it inside the 10. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Browns. Kevin Concepcion. Give him 2 now in this second quarter.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That's up and through for the point after. And they stretch their lead to 22. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. The final throw before the break. Taking a deep shot here. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Grant Telkin to pick it off. And the Browns do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Hunt. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Behind the line of
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
On second down, Mayfield. Jump ball here, and it's an interception! Denzel Ward makes the play.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Zone read, this is Judkins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? That's completed out to the right. And that'll be 4 yards on that completion before he heads out. That means it's third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
They'll play fake. Green. Forced out to his right. He's making a bid for it. Hit there, driven out of bounds. Gain of about 8 before it. And it gives the Browns a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Now here's Green. Flush down out to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Zion McCollum on the stop.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Green looking to throw. Taking a shot deep here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He'll get it at the 9. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
Their own 11-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. Out of bounds he goes, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that will set up a Bucs first down.
And a First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And he's complete to Hurst outright. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Gets it to Ibuka on the RPO. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that was good for a Tampa Bay first down.
10 yards. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard
Throwing,
line.
Baker. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's Mayfield on second. That's a catch. Jalen McMillan. Here's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that is good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Now Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Completed to his running back. Defense gets to him, shoves him out. Gain of about 16 before they did so. And that will set up a Bucs first down.
And a first down. First and 10.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made left side by Ibuka. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Buccaneers first down.
Here's Mayfield. On the move, headed right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Second down, here's Baker. Forced out to his right. Looking end zone, but way too much on it. It goes through and incomplete. That's going to bring up third and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Mayfield now on third and goal. He's going to take this to the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ted Hurst, his first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for two.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Chased out to his right. And he's going to cross the score. They trim that deficit down to 14. Oh, you could feel a greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that two-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Here's Green. A little of a screen pass for Judkins. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Browns with possession and a fairly comfortable lead as we look ahead to the fourth quarter. Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Throwing out to the left. Cut! He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And it's going to be first down Cleveland.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from the 43. Line up the design keeper. Give him a couple on that carry. Second down coming up.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that's going to be a Browns first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Throwing now, Green. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun, Judkins. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
They're going play action. Green. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
This is where I would just love to be in the head of these play callers. Because, you know, you got a nice lead, but this game's far from over. But you still want to be in attack mode. You want to be aggressive. I'd be real careful throwing into coverage.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Green. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. Lost control of another one. And the offense gets it back. They're going to be set up at the 2. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
They'll pitch it out to Judkins. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7.
Come on.
Green gonna throw. He finds Sampson out of the backfield.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Quinshawn Judkins brought one back earlier and now takes one across. Extra point is up and good by Schmidt. And lead now 21.
35. Buccaneers 14.
The Browns Bucs have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He'll take this at the 10. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Connects with Ibuka over the middle. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. 1st down coming up.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a 1st down.
Here's Baker to throw. Now he's past the 25. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for...
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And credit to him, he's able to get this beyond the line. A small positive on a play that nearly ended in a turnover. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel. 3rd down. And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Browns nearing their 1st win of the season. Third and just 2 to go. We go with a design keeper. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
It's now 4th down.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
Quick throw, finds about right. And this will work out for the 1st down. Got 5 on 4th and 2. And that decision winds up being a good one.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All right, so they convert on 4th. Now they've got 1st and 10 from the 40. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one's has the first down for the Browns, and that should be enough to clinch them this victory.
A gain of 16
Move the
yards.
chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Come on. Hit. Stick the Eagles. Stick the Eagles. Ready.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he'll ball his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he